Welcome to this tutorial on the Cobalt Digital Frame Configurator. My name is Jacob Kinsey, and I am the Director of Business Affairs for Cobalt Digital. Today, I will show you how to find the configurator, build a configuration, and save your configuration. This tool will not only help you visualize your purchase, but also allow Cobalt the ability to load frames with cards, rear modules, IP addresses, and names of the frames prior to shipment so that your integration goes smoothly. To access your configurator, simply go to our website, www.cobaltdigital.com, and click on the slider bar on our webpage. You can also navigate to the configuration tool by going to a product page and scrolling down to the bottom to select Request a Quote. This will bring you to the Request a Quote page where you can click on the top graphic to go to the configurator. Once at the configurator page, you can scroll down to fill out your information. First, label your frame. I'm going to call my frame Master Control 1. Then, select one of two frames, the HPF-9000 or the OG3-FR. Here's a picture. Both frames can house a maximum of 20 cards and support networking connectivity, redundant power, and hot swappable components. The OG3-FR is the traditional Open Gear standard. That includes a gigabit Ethernet connection in addition to the networking connectivity. The HPF-9000 is a Cobalt branded frame that is compatible with the Open Gear standard, has a button for silencing alarms on the front door, and can easily accommodate 18 watts of power per slot instead of the 15 watts of power per slot in the OG3 frame. This could result in a longer lifetime for power supplies. The top frame, as you see in this picture, is the HPF-9000, and the bottom frame is the OG3. Both frames come standard with a power supply and let you select options like redundant power, networking, and frame support bracket. You can fill in the IP address of your frame under the column selected networking card. And if you were to select the OG3 frame, you would have the ability to select a networking card or to not include a networking card. You will still get simple network connectivity, but you could only access one computer terminal from a frame at a time, which makes collaboration difficult in larger facilities. There might also be other limitations on bandwidth and how fast the cards can come up in dashboard software. Once you have the frame option selected, you can start adding cards. When we scroll down, you can see that there's a products column that allows certain categories for you to select. Simply select the category of product in which you're most interested. In this case, I'm interested in keying and branding. Then you can select a subcategory. In this case, I've selected the keying option. Next, you'll see all the cards that apply to the product and subcategory that you have selected. Let's say that I was interested in the 9922-FS. On the rear module column, you'll see a list of rear modules for that card that are automatically populated. As I select different rear modules, on the far right-hand column, you'll see the image changes to the rear module that I've selected. Once I find the rear module with the connectivity that I'm looking for, I can select my options. In this case, when I select an ANC option, there's a check mark that appears right beside the option. This tells me that I've indeed selected that option. Once I've selected my options, I can simply left-click to drag the image onto my configurator. Once I've dragged the image onto the configurator, I can mouse over the image to see that I do in fact have a 9922-FS card with all the options that I've selected. Once I've dragged this into the configurator, you'll notice that the options are deselected, and I have to reselect options that I would like in order to drag the next card up into the configurator. In order to delete a card, simply click on the red X in the upper right-hand corner, and then you can add other cards as you like into that same spot. Some cards will have larger rear modules. For example, the 9921 card has some rear modules that are double width. If I were to select that rear module and drag it up into the configurator, you'll see it occupies 2 of the slots in this configuration example. If I wanted to put this into a slot that wasn't able to house it, then you'll notice that there is no gray box that appears, and it won't allow the card to come in. Some options require a hardware addition. Let's say I were to add to this 9921 the plus ANAIO. And then once I select it into the tool, you'll notice that there's a number of other options for rear module extension boards that are required. This will automatically add the extension board that I select from that list of options. Some cards, like the 9961 card, have daughter boards associated with them. These daughter boards have certain slots that aren't able to be populated. For example, with the -A rear module, I can't select this 9966 into slot 10. The E rear module card, however, will be able to go into slot 10. Next, let's say I wanted to add some distribution amplifiers. I simply click on the distribution amplifiers under Products, and then select the category that I would like to look at. Some cards have split rear modules. Split rear modules have 2 cards in a single rear module. I can select a single card box in order to upload only 1 card into the layout. You can configure more frames by clicking on the plus at the top of the configurator and fill out the configuration just as we did before. Once you're done with your configuration, simply navigate back to the frame configurator and click on the Save PDF button. This will bring up a PDF that has all the elements that you just worked to create. This includes an image of the frame, a product list, and an overview of the slots and rear modules. Here's another view. You'll notice on the far right-hand side that the slot locations, odd or even, correspond to the slot name. So something in an odd slot would correspond to slot 19, versus something with an even slot would correspond to slot 16 for this 9921. You can also save configurations by requesting a quotation. Simply click on the Request Quotation button. Fill out your details by adding your name, email, organization, address, phone number, and any additional comments like delivery timeframes or project name. Then select Send to Sales to contact your team of sales professionals.